All right, so I'm going to take you through the settings step. So when you're setting up your contest, you're going to fill out all of these steps, and at the end, you're going to launch your contest. Once your contest is launched, you can monitor winners and contestants in here. But the main thing here is there's a few settings. So there's obviously the straightforward stuff, whereas you're titling your contest, adding your own branding. And there's a few things you want to take note of here. So one is adding a leaderboard or not. So leaderboard is whether it's going to sort of have that leaderboard to the right and be gamified. The next section is to add your support email and your prize value. Make sure you add your prize value before you generate your terms and conditions, which you can copy and then paste in there. The other thing is you want to decide whether you want to have a timer or or not, and then also show if you want to say have social proof. So social proof is really good because it helps people, I suppose, have the fear of missing out of entering the contest or winning the contest. So as people are on the page, you'll see people entering. The other thing here, most of the time you're going to leave this to 1. Setting your points is really important that you have it to scale. So you want to really have the highest amount of points put on a referral, just because you want to really incentivize those referrals, because that's how you get that scalability. So I recommend if you're doing point levels of 10, you want to make your bonus actions, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 range. And then if you want to do 100, obviously you can then, make your points level a little bit higher. There's no reason to make your points super high. It works just as well whether it's 1 point or 10 points. I highly encourage you to enable the confirmation email, because when people verify with the link in their confirmation email, it gives you another point of quality control. The other thing is allowing auto disqualification, or if you want to manually do it. Capture is if you have bots entering your contest and you want to prevent that, so you can enable the capture if you do have that issue. The other thing is evergreen campaigns. So if you're running a monthly campaign where you award a winner every month and you don't want to reset the dates, you can run an evergreen campaign. Or if you're using the widget or you're using VYPER as a gamified lead gen tool, you want to enable the evergreen campaign. If you are doing a start and end date, you want to put those dates in there, and make sure when you set that the end date is in the future and the start date is in the past. But we're going to leave that on evergreen. The other thing here is you don't have to save these until you only have to save this once, so you can toggle through these over here. Over this side, you'll see there's a bunch of other sections that you can look at. Here, you'll definitely want to add your Facebook pixel to track the leads that come into your contest. Make sure that you're reading all of these little, descriptions on all the fields, because that will tell you a little bit more about, what that field's for. This section here is super important because you need to add all of your extra codes. So this would be your Google Analytics to have further insight and tracking. And also if you want to make any customizations, you can do custom CSS here. You can also embed any thank you scripts that you need to do for a confirmation of a sign up. Sign up fields here, we by default have the what's your name. You can definitely hide that, and you can also add your own. So it's completely up to you about the information that you want to collect. Things might be, you want to collect age, state that they're in, gender. There's a ton of different information that you can collect on sign up, or you can just decide to collect the email only. The other thing is, if you want to translate the contest, you can translate it into any language that you want. We have some presets, but then everything is editable in here. So even if you actually are in English and you just want to change the terminology of something, you can go into that translate section and do that. But yeah, make sure you fill out this section. Let us know if you've got any questions.